Waiting for 6:30, guys. Hola. So people on Instagram really liked my backpack review of my backpack. Maybe I should do it on YouTube because not everybody on YouTube follows me on Instagram, so you guys probably don't know what my backpack even looks like. Maybe if people are interested, if you're watching this, I'll keep it up on the channel after the live. If you're watching this and you're interested in a backpack review or tour or whatever I called it, I got you. Got you guys. Waiting for more people to show up a bit. Mm-mm. 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 Hello. Patiently waiting for people. Waiting. Hello. What's up, y'all? Just waiting for people to come in. Chilling. Hi. Did you guys study today? I wish this was more like a conversation so I could hear you guys. I'm just watching people's Instagram stories, waiting for people to come on. Or we can start with the 3 people here. I don't mind. I'll keep this video on the channel so people can watch later. What do you think about people who get tattoos that are way too small for the area that they're getting them? Like this guy, I don't know if he's starting a sleeve or something, but it's kind of small, right? For his arm, for his deltoid. I don't know. Yes, officially a 4th year now, even though I don't consider it a 4th year till after step 2. But Going well. I'm in my study period now, so not in any rotations, which is kind of lovely. It's great to have a break from getting up so early in the morning and going to the hospital all day. Kind of gets pretty draining after a while. I was actually talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and she pushed back her match because she's not sure if she wants to do this, wants to be a doctor. After all of this, all 4 years, all the steps, all the exams, the MBMEs, she pushed it back because she's like, I don't know if I want to do it. I'm like, what? You gotta be kidding me, bro. But she's like, basically, what was the text message? She was like, it's just a lot of bull. It's a lot of work that you gotta do. And you just stressed. And I'm like, didn't you know this? Like, maybe not in first and second year, but third and fourth year, you saw how much work being a doctor entails. And haven't decided on residency, but also not sure what else I want to do. What? I think she wants to have a life. And the thing is, you can have a life. You know what I mean? It is a tough spot to be in. I get that, but like, I don't know, man. People make residency sound like a prison sentence, and I mean, I'm not a resident, but I feel like it's not. Just like they say, oh, you can't do anything in med school. Can't do anything. And I used to be one of those people. First and second year, I said no to birthdays, to weddings, to anything. I said no to it because I'm like, no, I'm in med school. I gotta study. You can make the time. Like, you can definitely make the time for what's important. Do you really study 24 hours a day? No. Do you really study every hour that you're not sleeping? No. You might feel a little guilty when you're out if you weren't responsible with your time, but you don't study every hour that you're awake. So you could definitely do it. Anyway, do you guys want to go on a recap of your study day, of my study day? We could chit chat. I consistently go on rants when I do a live. It's irrelevant rants. Um, I can't see, I don't think I can see who the four people in here are unless you say something. So you guys let me know. We could just chit chat about school. I could rant because I got rants for days. I could talk about anything. Or we could actually review the study day and talk about what we studied, what we did wrong, what we did right, what would we recommend to someone else, what mistake we made over and over and over again. I made the same silly mistake today. Let me go to my sheet. Um, I have a what I do not know Excel sheet that I update every day when I'm studying. What was it? Oh, acute mesenteric ischemia. And looking back at it now, I'm like, how did I get that wrong? The person had an MI, so obviously there was some sort of disruption in the flow going to the intestines. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't thinking, wasn't focusing. It happens. But yeah, you guys tell me. What are we talking about? What are we chit chatting about? I don't think I'm gonna stay here pretty long. Just I'm gonna leave at 7 probably, and finish up some stuff I didn't finish today. I'm working on a website. It has nothing to do with med school at all. It's just a side project to do some side income. So I gotta finish some work on that. And yep. Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture of how many people are here. It's weird because people ask me to go live and ask me to do these things. Like if I put a survey or a poll on Instagram, people will say like 100% yes, definitely do this. But then when I do it, no, well, two people are here now. So it's like, you want me to do it, but you don't show up. And I feel like if I post this on Instagram, like after the live, or post this on YouTube after the live is over, it just looks sad. So, yeah. Um, the timing would be better. What, like announcing it, or later in the day, earlier in the day? I'm willing to take all the criticism because I'm not very good at this. So whatever you got to tell me, let me know so I can fix it. Because I want it to be better. It's kind of a struggle. It's definitely a struggle to record and edit daily vlogs, but I could go live. I think it's a lot easier to go live, you know? I don't have to edit this, um, etc. 7 people here. Anybody want to chat? Talk about what we studied today or not? I mean, this could be just a break from studying for you guys. We could just chit chat. I still have flour on my hands. I made pancakes for dinner because I'm a little fat boy. Do you know what field you want to go into yet? Yes, for sure, for sure. I'm applying for internal medicine first and foremost. My school makes us do parallel plans. So instead of like a plan B, it's like a parallel plan or whatever. So family is my parallel plan. Um, Not super psyched about family, but I will apply as a backup. But internal for sure, for sure, for sure, internal. I wasn't sure about internal at first, but going through all the other specialties, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Internal for sure. Um, yeah, I just like it. I like. This is gonna sound weird, but I like low key the power that internal medicine people have. You know, because like surgery can't go ahead with surgery until they're medically cleared. Psych can't do anything until the person's medically cleared. Like, you got to go through medical clearance for anything, for everything. You know what I mean? I like the continuity of care. I like that I'll see you in the hospital. I'll cure you with hashtag medicine, and then I see you for a follow up in my office later. You know what I mean? Or you're like a consistent patient of mine, and something happens, and then you end up in the hospital, and then I see you in the hospital. Continuity. I already know your history. I like that a lot. I like putting the puzzle pieces together because internal is everything. You know what I mean? The entire body. Before you specialize, of course. Can you make this chat bigger? I feel like I can't read. I'm not wearing my glasses. Thank you, R. Smith. I hope so. How long is internal residency? 3 years. Trace years. Años. Yeah. For the live shows, probably weekend streams will gain more traction. The thing with weekends is I'm also on weekend. Like I'm also like if I'm not doing a 12-day study day on a Saturday, I'm enjoying my weekend and I'm out and about, you know what I mean? So it's like it's tough to balance life and then uh YouTube. I keep wanting to say vlog, but I'm not vlogging. I plan on doing these every evening though, because I study every day and I relax every evening. So why not go live every evening? You know what I mean? We could just chit chat, talk about whatever, I just watched an episode of Ozark. If you want to talk about that, I'm down. But I thought it would be helpful to keep it educational and talk about our study day. If not, fine with me. Um, I have to get back to work. Sure, no problem, no problem. Maybe the streams could be later in the evening. Maybe people are still working. It's like 6:46. Um, I don't know. I got up at 4:30 today, so by 6:46 I'm drained. I'm not doing anything else, So maybe later in the day when people are like getting ready for bed. I don't know. Opinions, suggestions, whatever, I'm down. Let me know. I'll fix it to the best of my ability. I can't guarantee I'll go live every weekend at an appropriate time for everyone because maybe I want to sleep in that Saturday or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not like this is not paying me, so it's like I'm not gonna rearrange my life for free. Does that sound weird? But I like these chit chats. Just bad timing. Later. Tomorrow's Saturday. Maybe I could do a stream. Well, it shouldn't be late on a Saturday because people are going out and turning up. Mm, early on a Saturday? When are you writing CK? So IDK, because my school makes us take a comp before the step 2 CK, just as they did for step 1. It's not just Ross or Caribbean school. American schools do this as well. It's called like CESC or something. It's an NBME that you take before being allowed to take step exams. So you have to take it, get a passing score of whatever the number is, and then take step CK. So I'm taking my comp late October something or another. I have to sign up for a window. The window is about 2 weeks, and I can take my exam within those 2 weeks. So yeah, I have to sign up by the end of September. Yeah, I'm taking a prep course for step 2 CK with Becker, and that goes from October 3rd to November 13th. So I'm thinking if I'm taking my comp late October, pass it, do well, get the score that I want, I take my step after the prep course, mid-November perhaps. These are all tentative dates. Nothing is in the books yet. And that's it. When are you taking it? Substantial Niagara, you've been a subscriber for a minute. You leave comments occasionally. I recognize that name. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Is it weird that I don't have like a format? Like I'm just chill. I don't I don't want to stress this YouTube thing. I just want to chill, vibe. You guys come on, we chit chat, we good, Gucci and whatnot, whatever the kids are saying. I gotta cut my nails. That was ADHD right there. Haven't fallen you step. You wrote step 1. Always reading 3. Thank you. I'm getting for some time in early December. Lit. I'm very optimistic about taking or getting rid of all my medical school exams before 2019, minus step 3, of course. But it would be so satisfying to get rid of comp and step before 2019 and just go into the rest of 4th year, float into graduation with not an exam in sight, except for step 3, of course. But I'll take step 3 after graduation. How does it feel to spend so much time with sick people all the time? What are you picturing when you say sick people? Like ICU sick? Because I'm not really in the ICU like that. I don't know. I kind of don't see it like that. I'm like surrounding myself with sick people. I don't know. I just see them as people. I don't know. I've never really thought about it like that. Yeah, they're sick, but you're helping them. It's not like I'm just around them doing nothing. I'm actively working to help them. I don't know. I don't know. We're there about to be lit. Lit. Thank you for saying lit with me. That's how you know we're old, because nobody says lit anymore. I'm pretty sure the kids do not say lit anymore. So, aging myself. Does it wear out on you? Are you the same person with the sick question? Yep. Oh, the smell is something else, bro. The first week in the hospital, I was like, what is this? Like the vomit, the urine, the feces, just the smell of infection. It's like, ugh. That's you get over it though. Like surprisingly, I can walk by all these rooms now and be fine. But like initially, and the sounds. Oh my god, that's how they get you. The sounds. I hate hearing people vomit. I hate that. Oh, and people on trach tubes, trach people who are trached. I don't know what just happened to me just then. They have to get suctioned occasionally, so all the mucus develops, and they have to get suctioned, and they literally suck out the mucus, and it goes into this funnel thing that's on the wall. Ugh, that is a terrible sound. Doing it without the sound, if you could block out your ears, doing it is fine. You're pushing the suction in, you're holding it, you're pulling it back out, and you're seeing all of the mucus come in. That's not even bad. Seeing the mucus come into the container, not bad. Hearing the like, it's terrible. Oh my god. Yeah, not good. Infection smells terrible. Ulcers smell. Ulcers smell like. Oh my god. They smell so bad. And I guess they're usually on old people who don't really smell them, but like, fuck. How do you view life and death now? Um, it sounds shitty, but you kind of get numb to the death low key. My first patient who died, I cried that night. Like, I was on night shift too. Like, I had to find a little corner, let out a little thug tear, and then, get back to work. But, like, the first patient that died on my service, like, when I was on, it hurt. I thought about her forever. I haven't thought about her in a while. And I haven't realized that I haven't thought about her in a while. But, it was kind of, it's on you for a bit. It's not like we did anything. She died. She had a chronic disease. It was acute on chronic. We did everything we could. She was not compliant. She had amputations everywhere from her diabetes. She had CHF. I don't know. You can do the most, but like if the patient goes home and does nothing that you tell them to do, they're just going to come back to the hospital and then they're worse than they were when they left the last time. And it's like, what can you do? But so that was the first patient. But going through, I remember in surgery, I had a patient who died, and I was off the day he died. And someone told me he died, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, thanks for informing me. Like, no sort of feeling. I'm sure if I spoke to the family, I'd have empathy and whatnot. And I did feel bad, but not enough to like stop what I'm doing and like, take it in. Like for the first patient, I stopped what I was doing. I found a corner and I like dealt with that. My latest patient, it was like, okay, thanks, and kept on moving. How cold is that? I guess that's just what happens. And I'm a student. Can you imagine what like old doctors do? Like they're probably like, hey, whatever, right? Probably blow it off. Holy shit. Ugh. I just noticed your tattoo. How did that happen? I'd freak out if my doctor had a tattoo. I'd be like, dude, go bring a real doctor. Yeah, I've heard that. Not like someone has told me that, but I've heard that people would say that to me. So I did get a tattoo. I didn't make like an announcement thing about it. This is an awkward way to hold my arm, but it's upside down, so you guys can't really see it. But it is my island. I'm from Dominica. That's where Ross used to be. So it's just like the shoreline, a little fishing boat there, a lot of history with fishing boats, the beach, a little shack on the beach, coconut trees, mountains, sun, clouds. Um, I have heard the whole doctors shouldn't have tattoos thing, but I mean, you probably wouldn't see it, to be honest. In the winter, I wear long sleeves under my scrubs, so you probably wouldn't see it. I intentionally left this space here, so my long sleeves, even if they roll up a bit, you wouldn't see it. If I'm wearing professional clothes, I wear a long sleeve shirt. If I'm wearing scrubs with no long sleeve undershirt, I have my white coat on. I have my white coat on majority of the day. So you don't see it. Like a lot of people I worked with didn't even know I had it. So I can still be a real doctor with a tattoo. And this is my first one, but it's not gonna be my only one. Like these are gonna get filled. So if you don't want me as your doctor, okay. I used to internalize patients when I started third year, but I think if I can say I'm sad. It's not as bad as it was. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The first patient hits you bad. Second patient, third patient hits you bad. If they die in a significant way, it hits you bad. But you kind of get past it. I don't know. Do you love neurology? Not particularly. It's not like I hate it, but I don't know. Not. It's all right. Love's a strong word. I have some friends who are really, really into neurology. Like they want to be neurologists. Like I don't want to be a neurologist, so I guess it's like all right, cool. I saw a lot of neurology when I did psych, studying. But yeah, just got my psych score back, which confused me because the score came back on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday. Usually for med school grades, the scores come back on a Wednesday. So I was saying in med school is like, is it your Wednesday? Because that's when step scores come back or whatever. NBME scores or shelf exam scores usually come back on a Wednesday as well. And I'm like, what? I got it on a Tuesday. I was like, oh my God. True, it'd be hilarious if you tattooed the names of all the patients that died. Oh my God. Hilarious or creepy AF? Yeah, I'm going to go with creepy on that one. All right, it's 7 o'clock according to my time, guys. Is there a specialty you love in medicine? Internal medicine. Or like a subspecialty? No. And I don't want to like pull one out of a hat or like just randomly say one. We'll see as I go through residency. Yeah. To be honest, I kind of like the hospitalist schedule low key. Like that's 7 days off, 7 days, 7 days on, 7 days off. That sounds awesome. To like not specialize and just be a general hospitalist. You work 7 days a week and then you're off for 7 days a week. What? Can you imagine all the traveling you could do? That schedule sounds boss. I would love that. I think that death sucks only when you lose someone young. Otherwise, I don't know. It sucks when Pete's kids die. I get that, but like, it sucks when everybody dies. My first patient, she died when her granddaughter was visiting her. And then we had to try to resuscitate her. She came back and then she died again. That's not really how you phrase it, but layman terms. Yeah. The doctor described it to me. She was drowning internally, like she had all this fluid in her lungs that it probably felt to her like she was drowning. And I'm like, fuck, that sucks. I agree. It's really, yeah. Is it cold to say that it sucks? It doesn't suck as much when you lose a non-compliant patient because you're like, I'm trying my hardest to save you, and you are not helping at all. Like, It's those patients that don't do anything. Like they smoke a pack a day, 2 packs a day, don't take their medication, never exercise, drink a ton of alcohol, do a bunch of drugs, and then they come to the hospital and expect doctors to fix them. What? I can't do that. Oh, no, man. The problem is, it's really supporting something. Oh gosh, it's a little dark, bro. Mike Lee, it's a little dark. Do you know any raw students doing their rotations in Atlanta? Yeah, a couple. Well, I don't know any third years at this point because everybody who started with me is now fourth year. But yeah, actually, everybody I know is doing electives right now. I don't know anyone in cores in Atlanta. Sorry. Economics 101. Speaking of economics, what are you guys doing about loans, bro? Coming on to fourth year, thinking about those loans, bro. It's rough. Later, Mike Lee. I I have no intention of paying off my loans. I'm gonna try to work at a community hospital and get my loans forgiven. I think that's how it works. I think if it's a community hospital, you're good to go. Loan forgiveness. If nothing changes with the government, that's my game plan. For real, for real. A lot of people suppress that memory. Oh, is that right? What happens? Does it mess with your credit? Do you have to file bankruptcy eventually? If you can't pay it, if you say like, "Hey guys, I can't pay it," blah, 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 blah. I don't really know how that goes down. I don't know anyone paying off medical school loans, like actively trying to pay it off. Like everybody's working to get the forgiveness thing. I know regular people, regular. I know non-medical school people who are paying off their loans, and that freaking sucks. But of course, their loans are drastically less than med school loans. So, 10 years. Yep, that's what I've heard anyway. I haven't actually looked it up, to be honest. I probably won't look it up until like graduation because I think you have 6 months after you graduate before you have to start paying off your loans. So I won't let that bother me or stress me out until then. But yeah, guys. Um, that was gross. I'm gonna keep these lives to 30 minutes, 30-minute increments in the evenings. If you guys are watching this later, because this video will be on YouTube, just on my channel, leave a comment if you want the videos later in the evening. Maybe you're still working at 6:30 when I started. Maybe you want them at 8:30. Um, I could probably do that. I'm usually home by 6:30, 6:45. Yeah. So depending on what I'm doing, I might be out, might go to dinner one day, whatever. But I could have the feeds later, is what I'm saying, or earlier, or like a lunchtime live feed, or some like I don't know. Let me know what works for you guys. I'll try to accommodate. This is a lot easier for me than recording and editing a vlog, and we still get to chit chat, have our little medical school community, which I really really like. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, do that. I'm a lot more active on Instagram than I am on YouTube, especially lately. It's at Ray's Vlogs. It's in the description of the video. I'm going to end this now. See you guys. Bye.